Welcome to Pegasus Auto Racing Supplies. I'm Zach Moore on Techline, and we're talking about a product that we just started carrying, but also a new line of their products. Well, new for us. It's not new for them, but it is new for us. And that's actually their GRP seats. The Tillett has their carbon look. That's basically just a polished epoxy. It's a raw epoxy. It's still a carbon seat, obviously, because it's the carbon look. But it's a full carbon seat with an exposed raw epoxy carbon finish. They also carry the GRP seat. It's typically $100 to $200 cheaper because it's not a polished clear coat or anything like that. It's just a black finish. You may be able to see it from back there, but basically you can't see any of the carbon, so it's a lot less flashy. It's a fair bit less in your face, but it's also, like I said, a couple $100 cheaper. On top of that, we also now carry the B5, which is known and loved. It's just not something that we got initially. So we do carry the B5s now, both in carbon and that same GRP finish. But even more interestingly, we carry, this is actually a W5. We've also carried a W1, which is essentially the same as the known and beloved B6 seat. It's just cut at the shoulders. So you can see it doesn't have any shoulder pockets. This is right about the height of your shoulder blades. So it's a much lower seat. They're typically used in like Caterhams, Super 7s, small open cockpit stuff, European roadsters, kind of things like that. And on top of that, if you may notice, this is kind of a fairly heavy lean back. That is completely intentional. This would be a seat that would get mounted into like a prototype tub, something of the like, something where you're designed to be leaning back quite a lot. This would be the normal seating position, and it's like a 45-degree lean back. So this would be for sports racers, stuff like that. And this also, once again, we do carry both with GRP or carbon look. The important thing to note is, besides the lean back, is it also is a single shell. It doesn't have a secondary, or it doesn't use a secondary mold. So unlike the street seats out of Tillett, this is a lot more like a kart seat where it's just a single mold. It is flexible. It is designed to be that way. You would mount it by drilling holes throughout the seat and bolting it down in most applications like you would with a go-kart seat. You can get these with a bottom mold, at least you can with a W1. The W5 is a little bit different, but for the most part, most of them you can get with that bottom mold that will have a top and bottom mounting threads in them, top or bottom actually, especially the W1 where it is basically a B6. Actually, that's pretty much all the main points to hit. It is still a carbon seat. On the back side, you can still see the weave on this one, but on the front side where you would actually see it, it is just a GRP finish. And they do actually offer that GRP finish across all of their model lines. Oftentimes, we just don't carry them here just for stocking space, but we can get anything. Additionally, they can also change the color of that GRP finish if requested. So we do have one seat that is a pink seat. They changed the GRP. It's just a gel coat. They changed the pigment in it to a pink pigment. They can do that with any of the GRP stuff across any of the standard seats. You just have to wait for it because it is obviously then a custom seat. But yeah, we now carry the B5, B6, B10, C1, the W5, and on top of that, we also have the rest of their seats on our website. So you can pick and choose. You can always call and contact us to try and order any of the other standard seats as well that isn't listed on the website or we don't carry in stock. So we are happy to be a distributor for Tillett, and at this point, I think we're actually one of their largest. So Happy to have them in stock because we are your in-stock source for Tillett seats.